Moving on to the findings then. And, not surprisingly, all 12 subjects showed some degree of task postponement, with over half, that's 7 out of the 12, showing a high degree of procrastination. The results of the survey showed a similar story, with an incredible 87% of respondents admitting to some sort of task avoidance at some point, although there were obvious differences in the degree to which respondents delayed tasks. The two areas of work that were most commonly avoided were at home, rather than work or study. DIY jobs head the list, closely followed by domestic admin. That's things like household bills and correspondence. Close behind were domestic chores, with ironing and cleaning being the least popular household tasks. Not surprisingly, this task avoidance seemed more prevalent if the undertaking involved a deadline that was still some way off, rather than an urgent one. Typical examples of such tasks were responding to non-urgent emails, paying bills, and starting assignments, which I'm sure many of you can relate to. As the deadline for a task approached, motivation to complete the task generally increased. What is interesting to note is that the majority of the subjects did not postpone tasks in order to do something more urgent or important. In fact, most appeared to delay starting the jobs in favour of unimportant or non-essential tasks, such as having a coffee, a chat on the phone, or tidying a desk. Could it be, then, that the nature of the postponed tasks holds the key to their delay? Indeed, it seems that the more disagreeable the task seems to the performer, the higher the degree of procrastination involved. More enjoyable and satisfying tasks, like choosing new curtains for the house or replying to emails from friends, were generally performed without much delay. When an analysis of different groups was conducted, it was found that there was no obvious difference between age groups or genders. It seems that you either are a procrastinator or you're not, with age and gender having little relevance. Neither was there a clear link between hours worked or studied and levels of task avoidance. However, there did seem to be one clear distinction, and this was between respondents who could be classed as high achievers, that is those with higher level qualifications and in professional and managerial positions. These people generally seem to have a lesser degree of procrastination than those with fewer academic qualifications or in more basic or unskilled jobs. When asked why they avoided tasks, the most widely given answer was lack of time, lack of motivation, and, particularly where DIY is concerned, lack of skill or confidence to get the job done. The more confident we feel about the task, the less likely we are to procrastinate. But the more we lack confidence in our ability to complete a task, the greater the likelihood is of avoiding it altogether. Respondents to the survey also cited forgetfulness and being easily distracted by other tasks as the reason for avoiding jobs. Another popular reason was not having the self-discipline or willpower, a characteristic often seen in those who find it difficult to lose weight or give up smoking. Indeed, some respondents talked about putting off starting a diet as an example of their procrastination habits. So, what do these results tell us? The one thing that seems abundantly clear is that, for whatever reason, the vast majority of us have a tendency to procrastinate. Our findings do highlight some general characteristics of procrastinators and the type of tasks avoided.